So let's start with today's session. Yesterday we completed the poem Oak Tree. Did you get time to go through the poem? Yes. All right. What is the name of the poet? George Bernard Shaw. Can you see the picture here?
Yes.
George Bernard Shaw. He is an Irish writer. He is an Irish poet, playwright, critic, and political activist. He is well known for his plays. Okay. Then here you can see, what is this? What can you see on the screen?
A tree.
What type of tree? What is the name of the tree? Oak tree. Yes. This is what you call as oak tree. Yes. And what about this one? What is this?
Nut.
Yes. The oval nut of the fruit of the oak tree. The speaker in the poem says that he planted an acorn and he put it in a pot. Okay. So this is what you call as an acorn. The fruit, the nut of the fruit of the oak tree. And the speaker had a great pleasure to see it watching. And after the small saplings came out, the speaker decided to transplant it nearby the creek water body. Okay, so you can see that the oak tree is near the water source. And the speaker imagines that once it becomes big in size or giant in size, it would shelter the people who are caught in intense heat, just like a sheltering clock. This is what you call as a clock. Okay, clock is a sleeveless outer garment that hang loosely over your shoulder. This is what you call as clock. So the speaker in the poem imagines that once the oak tree becomes huge in size, it would just protect the people from the intense heat of the sun, just like a sheltering clock. Is that idea clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And now we can see another thing that is imagined by the speaker, that is the lovers will carve the symbol of love along with the arrow on the bark of the tree. Lovers will carve the symbol of heart on the bark of the tree along with the arrow. And they also would carve the initials. You can see the beginning letters of the name Z and S. The lovers have carved the initials of their names on the bark of the tree. Then, what else does the speaker imagine? The speaker imagines that the small creatures like squirrels will make a home on the branches and they would live on its top. And also the birds will build nest and they will raise their young ones and they will sing a melodious song. And finally, the speaker says that he could also see a lot of grass or small bushes or small plants, which you call as undergrowth, that grows under the oak tree. So is the poem clear to you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So let's do the comprehension. Let's find out the answers for the questions. Page number 17. Why did the speaker put the acorn in a pot? Who's going to give me the answer? Why did the speaker put the acorn in a pot? Shreya? What is the answer? What is the reason? Just for fun?
No, ma'am.
Then why did the speaker put acorn in the pot?
Ma'am, the speaker put the acorn in a pot because he wanted it to grow into a big oak tree.
Very good. Perfect answer. So write down, the speaker put an acorn. The speaker put the acorn. The speaker put the acorn in a pot to watch it grow into an oak tree. The speaker put the acorn in a pot to watch it grow into an oak tree. The speaker wanted to see that the seed growing into a huge oak tree. Then the second question, Gopika Shankar. Did the speaker think that the acorn took a long time to grow?
Yes, the speaker thought that the acorn took a long time to grow.
Very good. I agree. But can you pick out a line from the poem to suggest that the statement is true? Which line?
The first budding green came ever so slow.
Wow, perfect. The first budding green came ever so slow. Okay, so write down the answer. Yes, it took a long time. Yes, it took a long time to grow. It took a long time for the tree to grow, especially initial sapling, and the first leaves. So after planting the seed in a pot, the speaker was not able to see it growing big all of a sudden, but it took a lot of time. And from the poem, this line makes it very clear. The first budding green came ever so slow. The growing process of the tree is very slow, and the speaker had to wait for a long time to see the initial sapling and the green leaves, the small leaves that were sprouting. The third question. How did the speaker take care of the acorn? Karthik, what is the answer? How did the speaker take care of the acorn? What did the speaker do as soon as he planted the seed in the pot? Okay, Karthik. Karthik, can you hear me? No. Effins, give me the answer. Effins. Children, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Effins, what is the answer? How did the speaker take care of the acorn? If you simply plant the seed, it will not grow into a big tree. You have to take care of it. So what was the first step?
Give water. Mommy, give water.
Before watering, he did something else.
He put soil
Yes?
up of the seed.
Yes, he covered it with soil. Okay, so that was the first step done by the speaker. The speaker covered the acorn. The speaker covered the acorn. The speaker covered the acorn with just right amount of soil. With just right amount of soil. And watered it.
Twice in a week.
Yes, twice a week. And watered it twice a week. This is how the speaker took care of the acorn. After planting the seed in the pot, he covered it with optimum amount of soil, right amount of soil, and then he started to water it twice a week. Now, the fourth question. How did the speaker picture the oak tree's future to be? So in the remaining lines of the poem, you find that the speaker is imagining a lot about the oak tree. So what are the things that he is imagining one by one? Nazar and Fatima, can you just give me any one point that the speaker imagines the future of the oak tree once it becomes huge in size? Unmute.
Make shelters
Ah,
for squirrels and birds.
yes, it would provide a kind of habitat for small creatures like squirrels. Okay, Akash, next point.
Mom, it will protect him from sunlight.
Very good. Perfect. It would shield the people from intense heat of the sun. Afreen, next point. Unmute quick. Afreen, can you hear me? No. Anna Binu?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
They will
grow their young ones?
Who will grow their young ones? Birds. Birds will build nest on the branches of the tree and they would raise their young ones. Okay, good. Jonal, next.
Lovers will
Mm.
carve their
Mm.
initial in their barks.
Yes, lovers would carve their initials in the bark. Elsa, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Disappeared in between. Give me another
Lover.
point. That is already mentioned by Janal. Lovers would carve their initials in the bark. Then,
The birds will sing melodies.
okay, that is said by Anna. Birds will build nests on the branches and they would sing melodious songs.
Ma'am, he give the oak tree to a gift to the
One
kids.
second, Miss Yat. Question is to Elsa. Let her find out the answer. Then what else?
The oak tree will live for hundreds of years.
Okay, oak tree will live for hundreds of years. Amrita?
Ma'am, squirrels will reside here in their own home.
Yes, squirrels will reside here in their own home. Any other point? Did we leave out any other point?
Ma'am, grass will grow under its branch.
Yes, under the tree, the speaker can imagine a lot of grass or bushes growing along with wildflowers. And one more point is there.
Ma'am, gift to
Creatures of the wild will. Important thing I had to give.
Pardon?
Ma'am, the tree is the gift.
Okay, that comes at the end. But the speaker, what are the things that the speaker imagined about the future of the oak tree?
Creatures of the wilds will claim it for their own.
Okay, creatures of the wilds will claim. So we can consider squirrels and birds into that point.
It will be a giant oak.
It will grow into a giant oak tree. Agreed. But
Ma'am,
one, yes.
Boy will be again.
All right, all of you are reading one by one. The lines are read one by one. But come on, look at the poem and tell me which line, which point we leave out.
It will shelter those caught in a fine summer.
Yes, absolutely correct. It will shelter those caught in a fine summer's rain. Okay. Thank you, Gopika. So good response, children. So let's write down the answer for the fourth one. The speaker pictured a big oak tree. The speaker imagined that the oak tree will become huge in size. Okay. The speaker pictured a big oak tree. The speaker pictured a big oak tree that would provide shelter from the scorching light of the sun, as well as the fine summer rain, Then the next point, lovers would carve their names. And symbols of love. What kind of symbol will they draw on the bark of the tree?
with the arrow.
Yes, symbol of a heart. Symbol of a heart with an arrow. Lovers would carve their names and symbols of love on the bark. Its leafy boughs will provide a safe haven. What do you mean by haven? Haven. It's not heaven, it is haven. Huh? What do you mean by haven? Haven.
Shelter.
Shelter? It's a guesswork. Okay, no worries. Huh?
Ma'am, a place for safety.
A place that would offer favorable condition. Okay, a place that would offer favorable condition. Its leafy boughs will provide a safe haven to many small creatures. Which creatures are referred here?
Birds and squirrels.
Yes, birds and squirrels. To many small creatures like squirrels. Birds will build their nest. Birds will build their nest and raise their young ones. And raise their young ones. And raise their young ones. And together they would sing. And together they would sing melodious songs. They would sing melodious songs. Down below.
Ma'am,
its-
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, my connection was lost. So can you say which question you are writing?
Now I'm writing the fourth question.
Okay, ma'am.
Down below in its shade, wild flowers would grow. Wild flowers would grow. So all these are imagined by the speaker after planting a small nut in a pot.
Can you show last sentence?
Yes. Down below in its shade, wild flowers would grow. I'll just read out the fourth answer once again. The speaker pictured a big oak tree that would provide shelter from the scorching light of the sun as well as the fine summer rain. Lovers would carve their names and symbols of love on the bark. Its leafy boughs will provide a safe haven to many small creatures like squirrels. Birds will build their nest and raise their young ones, and together they would sing melodious songs. Down below, in its shade, wild flowers would grow. Children, have you all completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shall we proceed with the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Fifth one. What was the speaker giving in the last line? To whom? What is the answer?
Nature.
So what was the speaker giving?
Oak tree.
Okay. What is given to oak tree? Huh? When you plant a seed, what is actually happening?
And life is given.
Very good. Perfect answer, Elsa. Life is given to tree. Okay. So, and to whom the speaker is gifting the life?
nature.
Yes, to the nature or to the entire world. Write down the answer. The speaker gave the oak tree The speaker gave the octree a life. Speaker gave the octree a life. And it was given, it was gifted, it was given as a gift, or it was gifted to the world. It was gifted to the world. The speaker gave the octree a life and it was gifted to the world. What do you mean by it? It refers to?
The
Yes, the octree. Octree. It refers to octree. Have you completed all the 5 answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, just have a look at the poem once again and just try and find out some poetic devices in the poem. Just see whether you're able to identify. We learned different poetic devices in connection with the poem On Killing a Tree. That is personification, metaphor, alliteration, and imagery. So just go through the lines quickly and tell me whether you're able to identify any of the poetic devices from this poem. Surya, got it? At least any one of the poetic devices are you able to identify from the poem?
Ma'am, claim creatures of the wilds will claim it for their own.
Which is a poetic device there?
Ma'am, personification.
Personification. What is personified there?
Ma'am, that they are telling that it is theirs.
Personification means attributing human qualities to a non-living thing. So some non-living thing should be there and then we are giving human quality.
Yes, ma'am, the birds and squirrels, the wilds.
They already have life. So there is no point in attributing human qualities. Okay. Non-living things are given human qualities. That is what you mean by personification.
Like sense
Pardon?
of
Hmm?
imagery.
Yes,
Miniature
imageries. Yes, you can find a lot of imageries in the poem. Which are they?
Green twigs.
Yes.
Ma'am, first budding
First budding green. Very good. First budding green. Then
Ma'am, sheltering clock.
yes, sheltering clock. Then lovers carving their initials on the bark. Are you able to imagine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then,
Then fine
Yes.
summer's rain. Fine summer's rain.
yes, fine summer rain. Then squirrels residing and birds building nests. And also under its branches, grass will grow. And there a wildflower its head will show. Isn't it? You will find a lot of imageries in the poem. Okay, just try to find out the rhyming words. Quickly find out the rhyming words in the poem.
Potluck.
Pot lot,
Grow slow.
grow slow,
Weak.
weak, creek, oak, clock,
Bark.
bark, mark,
Rain again.
rain again,
Own home.
own home,
Young sung.
young, sung,
Grow show.
grow, show,
Live and give.
live, give. Okay. So throughout the poem, it has got a beautiful rhyming words also. Okay. Now let's move on to the next page, that is vocabulary. Match these phrasal verbs with their correct meanings. 6 phrasal verbs are given and it has a specific meaning. Let's try to match it. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes. Try to do it on your own. Then we will discuss. Count down, own up, calm down, break down, grow apart, abide by. These are the phrasal verbs given. So just opposite of these phrasal verbs, you will find certain meaning, but you have to match with the correct one.
Page number?
Page number 19. Why many videos are off? Shall I remove you all from my class? Ms. Yad, where is your workbook?
Ma'am, I don't have.
Why? Why don't you have the text with you? When you come to the class, you're supposed to have the text. When all others are doing their task, you are the only one sitting simply, isn't it?
Ma'am, completed.
Completed.
Akash, just send him the pages, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Hashir, Wasim, Gauri Priya, are you all there?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we discuss answers, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, phrasal verbs and its meanings. First one, count on. Aisha, what do you mean by the phrasal verb count on? Just give it a try. Count on. I had to count on my mother for each and everything when I was young. I had to count on my mother for everything when I was young.
Depend on someone.
Yes, depend on someone. Depend on someone. Second, own up.
Ma'am, confess or admit something.
Yes, confess or admit something. Confess or admit something. Third, calm down.
Relax or become less angry or upset.
And you are upset.
Yes, relax or become less angry or upset. Relax or become less angry or upset. Fourth one, break down.
Suddenly stop working.
Yes, sir, admit, sir.
Suddenly stop.
Yes, suddenly stop working. Suddenly stop working. Then the fifth one, grow apart.
No
No
longer
longer have a close relationship.
No longer have a close relationship. No longer have a close relationship. And the last one, abide by.
Follow or obey a rule.
Follow or obey a rule. Follow or obey a rule. Have you completed vocabulary?
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to be a homework for you. With the help of the phrasal verb, just try to form at least one sentence. Okay? Let's try to make a sentence on your own with the help of the phrasal verb that we have discussed today. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Now let's move to the reading skill. Oh, only 1 minute left. All right, I'll just give you an idea what to do. Okay, here a review about a film is given. Okay, a film review is given in a small paragraph. After reading the review, you have to identify which are the statements that comes under facts and which are the statement that comes under opinions. So what is the difference between facts and opinions? Is it the same or different?
Different.
Different.
Different. What do you mean by fact?
Something that's true.
Yes, something that is true. Okay. A statement which is proved to be true is known as a fact. And what about opinion?
Something you want to be true or something.
Like a comment.
Yes, opinion can either be a comment or a personal remark made by a person on something or someone. Okay, so fact and opinion differ from each other. So after reading the paragraph, after reading the film review, you have to identify which are the statements that comes under facts and which one suits best for opinion. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so read the paragraph twice or thrice and find at least 3 points for each. Okay, 3 statements for facts and 3 statements for opinion. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
In
ma'am.
case of doubt, you can contact me. Do not hesitate. I'm here to help you. And one more task, that is writing. Okay, just have a look at page number 20. A part of the school garden has to be looked after by each class. Write a letter to your friend about how you felt when your class won the first prize in gardening under your leadership. So you are the leader of the school garden. Okay, a school garden has been built and each student, each class has been given a task and you are the leader of your group and you have won, your group has won the prize. Your group has won the first prize. So you have to write a letter. So which kind of letter is referred here? Is it a formal letter or an informal letter? Informal letter. Yes.
Informal.
Okay, informal letter. Okay. So when you write an informal letter, make sure that you write your own address, then the date, and you can give the salutation, dear friend, dear Nazarene, or any pet name that you refer to call your friend. Then your letter should consist of 3 paragraphs. Okay. Introductory paragraph, the main body of the letter, and the concluding paragraph. And finally, you can conclude it by writing yours lovingly or yours affectionately, then put a small signature. That's enough. Okay. So will you do it as a homework?
Yes, ma'am.
After completing it, just send it to me through WhatsApp. Okay. So that I can check it in detail. So I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you, children. We'll start with a new chapter.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you.